gold in Athletes Unlimited means you sit atop the leaderboard. Wearing purple means you're on the climb. Killing, digging, serving, and winning your way to conquer the next peak. Leah Edmond has dreams of an individual volleyball championship. Career numbers and team success have been her guidelines through 2 weeks. Jenna Rosenthal is hoping an avalanche of purple will slow the Edmond party. Welcome to our base camp. We will take you to the summit of professional volleyball. Next. Welcome to Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on ESPN, presented by Nike. Darkness has fallen in the desert, and that means we're into match number 2 of our doubleheader, the black and gold of Team Edmond versus the Grapes of Wrath, Team Rosenthal. Welcome inside, everybody. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Holly McPeak. We'll have Key Michael, another Olympian, along shortly. Holly, listen, every single week we have new teams, and on Friday night they debut. New players, what do we expect in this one will determine the first set.
Well, there's lots of weapons on both sides of the net, so defensive stops are going to be key, as well as who can score in transition. The team in black and gold has the advantage because they've got Leah Edmond on their team.
Yeah, Leah Edmond is captaining this team, but volleyball, a game not played alone.
No, and Leah Edmond has surrounded herself with talent both defensively and offensively, but I really like Natalia Valentin Anderson. Like the way she runs offense, the way she plays defense, and the way she attacks from the service line.
You're asked to be a captain in this league. Comes with a bunch of different responsibilities. A whole different week for Jenna Rosenthal.
Jenna Rosenthal, her first time as captain, and she has been using her physicality. 6'5" middle blocker out of Marquette. Really long at the net and strong defensively too. She's been performing at a really high level, so it's fun to see her get this opportunity, and she drafted well, the top pick in the draft. Claire Chasse, just a rookie, but she's got all the skills, can pass, dig, and kill from the front and back row, and she's been putting up some really strong performances.
Claire Chasse comes in hitting .256, being asked to clean a lot up on the outside. .391 for Jenna Rosenthal, so they will be the pair to watch with the women in purple. We are all set here at Legacy Park to close a Friday night with more exciting volleyball action. Alicia Glass-Childers with the first serve. It's an overpass that cannot be killed. Deja McClendon, AU veteran, covers herself. Who will get a clean first swing? Well, how about Nia Reed, but is rejected by McClendon. Welcome back, Deja.
Wow, Team Rosenthal had a chance to score a point off their defense, but Deja McClendon shuts the door. Watch her on the left side of your screen. Get out and over for Team Edmond.
Deja McClendon, an All-American career at Penn State, longtime professional player. Missed all of week 1, was back in week 2. Had the family here, had a lot of fun with Deja coming on our broadcast after her matches. As that ball is fed into the middle, and a nice dig from Amanda Benson. Leah Edmond in transition, you mentioned point scoring, nearly had it there. Do you go back to the captain? Yes, you do. A little bit too low, she throws it to the corner, and it's a winner. Look at how this league works. 44 world-class players across 4 teams. Scoring system and individual. We'll cover it. Top 4 on the leaderboard. Our captains each week. We draft on Tuesday. We play Friday, Sunday, and Monday. Totally unique combinations for the weekend. Never to be seen again. So you're glad you're here. McClendon to the line again. Team Edmond already up 2-0. Chasse on the right. Tips, resets. And that's a way to tip your way to a point.
Nia Reed attacking the small blocker for Team Edmond. Natalia Valentin Anderson at 5'7", smallest blocker on the court, and you're looking for mismatches there.
Team Edmond leads 2-1. McClendon, the early target here. Oh, that bump set could have been hit, but there's nobody in the right front. Valentin Anderson can't get it. Chasse with the point.
I think anything in front of that 3-meter line that's high enough, you have to attack. I cannot stand an easy free ball.
2-2. We will play 3 sets. We will add them all up for the overall victory as that ball is long. We have Molly McCage from our previous match sitting in on our chair. Chet, howdy, Molly.
Hey, guys.
Hey, did you get your shoes back?
I did. I got my shoes back. They're right here.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Hey, what an outstanding match for your side. You guys sweep all the sets, the overall victory. You yourself have an exceptional match. What was going right for your side in that first one, Team Hens?
I gotta say, Morgan is an incredible leader. Like, the communication this entire week has just been so solid, and I think our passing was prime tonight, and that's because of the clear communication. Starts from Morgan, and then it just extends out to the entire team.
It seemed like part of your game plan was to use the middles more, which is great for you. Was that one of the keys?
Yeah, we actually talked about it ad nauseum. It was like the kind of thing during practice where I was like, okay, I'm getting a little tired. But with Nutsara and Taylor Bruns, like, we're able to run anything along the net. So, like, right behind the setter on an A, a B, a slide, and so it's really difficult to, like, track as a blocker on the other side of the net.
If somebody looks at the scores, they say, okay, it was 25-19, 25-21, 25-15. It looks like a easy sail for the good ship Hens. However, 13-6, you guys were down in that that second set.
Yeah, but
how'd you turn it around?
It, like, never felt like we were down.
Okay.
Per se. I remember looking at the score, like, oh, that's pretty bad right now. But Nutsara, I think, just went on a good serving run, and, like, everybody was pretty even keel. Like, this team is like Lindsay Vanderweide just plays so smoothly. I think that everybody was pretty calm, and we knew we'd come back, and we did.
Team Hens took care of business. Who do you think is going to take this one?
I mean, there are some big guns on gold, but I don't know. I'm loving the Claire Chaussee and Noma back there. And then if Alicia can find Jenna on the slide, I mean, she loves to set it, and Jenna loves to hit it, so I think it's going to be pretty hard to stop.
So you're with the Grapes of Wrath.
I'm with the Grapes of Wrath. I love and hate that name.
Do you guys have a name this week, Team Hens?
Yeah, it's actually a funny story. So Orange hasn't won this entire time, so we were like, we're green. We're just going to be green in our minds. And so we're the green saguaros, which is the cacti here in Arizona.
Hey, is that the basis for your pants?
Yes, yeah. This is the desert motif here.
You rocked it. I like it.
Thank you.
Hey, how's the PEC changed? We know that you guys, the player committee, make so many decisions around this event. We had a change of season. We had a change of many of the personnel in the league. What's it been like to be in that leadership position in this year 3?
I think it's been incredible. We have a very collaborative, very mature group. So Erin Fairs, Taylor Bruns, myself, Deja McClendon, and Alicia Childress, and we just work really well together. So like with the change of seasons, like we wanted something in the spring, so we had the spring tour. And then honestly, we have a lot of trust in Cass because she was part of the PEC and she really understands us. So we just, like, truly everything was really streamlined. And then we're all, I think on the PEC, we're all very different, so our networks are vast. So we were able to get 25 new solid players on our roster this year.
The level is raised. Great job, Molly, by you and the rest. And we will talk to you some more throughout the season.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Molly McCage checking in after a victory for her Team Hens side. A dominant performance. Speaking of dominant, Leah Edmond out of the back row, lighting it up. This time with defense. She's down. Where do you go? Transition point scoring. Chaussee with the winner. Team Rosenthal goes up 1. One more note on the previous match. Of course, MVPs are voted after the match by the players, as well as you if you're a member of the Unlimited Club. Molly McCage, on the strength of her performance, picks up 20 points for MVP. 3 honors. Everyone thought Nutsara set a terrific match, and Lindsay Vanderweide steps in with an MVP, one of her best efforts.
Yeah, impressive. I thought Allie Linehan was deserving as well.
Allie Linehan had herself an outstanding match, led the offensive force for Team Hens. And Chaussee is doing that right now for Team Rosenthal. Chop me off an angle.
Oh my goodness. Claire Chaussee is hitting with such incredible range. Watch her, in purple, working to get outside, and look at this angle she hits. It's inside the defense, inside the 3-meter line. That's not easy to do.
Another transition opportunity. Glass throws this one over. Glass Childress. Into the blocker, Rosenthal covered. Edmond crossbody winner. Whew. There are some bombs being hit out there.
There are. We've got Chaussee for Team Rosenthal, and then Leah Edmond out of the back row. Played at Kentucky, and she is fit, strong, and putting up incredible numbers on both sides of the ball here, cross-body, out of the back row.
Rosenthal backslide up nice and high. Perfect connection with the one-time national team setter and Olympic medalist, Alicia Glass-Childress.
And Jenna Rosenthal has such incredible offensive range. 6'5".
Rosenthal is served. She'll go cross court, looking at McClendon. Rosenthal with the defense, but could not get enough of it.
Little bit of a redirect off the defensive arm of Rosenthal. Looks like Team Edmond in black and gold trying to run that middle when they have that strong first contact.
All right, back to serve for Team Edmond. Saskia Hippa had herself an excellent week in week 2. Another ripper, Doug. Edmond, well, if you're gonna dig me once or twice, I'll just swing harder. That one a little long.
Benson doing a nice job, the libero for Team Edmond, controlling that first contact. Edmond just missing long.
That ball finds the in line. Ace service, Alicia Childress, and she will put some points on the board for herself. She picks up 12 points for that ace and also puts more trees on terra firma for every ace during this year's Athletes Unlimited season. Aspiration will put 10 trees in the ground. There's the Aspiration Aces program coming into the week. 700 trees planted by this league, courtesy of Aspiration. We had 50 in the first match. That ball was just out of reach for Nia Reed.
How about Amanda Benson picking up that tip along the line and gets a mistimed attack by Reed to score the point for Team Edmond.
Caught up with Amanda Benson before the last match and said, "Oh, what are you up to?" She said, "Well, I'm managing a store in Chicago. I'm writing poetry. I have my 3rd book on the way. And I'm also doing my Styled by Amanda." So she's busy.
Well,
no free time. We asked you what you do in your free time. She has no free time.
Well-rounded, too.
And meantime, she's in the back row creating offensive opportunities for her side.
Misconnection for Team Rosenthal. Childress trying to run that middle attack to Fanning.
There is Amanda Benson, the 0-0. Love a good 0-0. Team Rosenthal, 11-10. Cruz, perfect pass. And that ball is out. Too much steam on it coming from the right arm of Nia Reed. As we break down the points, this is on an individual basis. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction in physics. Well, every action here has a positive or negative impact on your score. Big one here, +2 for middle blockers for a block assist. That new this year. All the rest are as they have been for 2 seasons. There's 5 for a dig by Childress. And not converted. Overhead. Cruz leans into it, and Kaz Brown is there.
Kaz Brown, huge defensive block for Team Edmond. That is the strength of her game.
Look at our leaderboard. It is live updating. You notice Morgan Hens at #1, 1951. On the strength of that sweep, 180 team points awarded. And woo, overpass kill for Tori Dixon. That's how you do it. You notice that Bethany De La Cruz is not here. She was recalled to her national team to play in the Pan Am Games. So inactive for the week. She will receive the least amount of win points by any team throughout the weekend. So right now, that's 0. Because we had a sweep in our first match. Nice big cut, reset. Rewarded with another attempt, Auri. And that ball is out of bounds. Nomaris Velez-Agosto nearly had it.
The defense of Team Edmond right now have been a factor. We talked about getting stops at the beginning of this match. That has been key. 3 points in a row for Team Edmond.
So Kaz Brown back to serve. Tori Dixon in the front row. Remains there. That ball might have been long. Passed up. Touch. Deja McClendon helps to convert it. No Morris down the line with the dig. Little inside X play. Oh, look at Alicia Childress go. Off the head of Nia Reed and out of bounds. Top shelf volleyball.
Really high level, fun to watch. Look at this turn and go by Alicia Childress to keep it alive for Team Rosenthal. And then this one off the head of Reed goes Leah Edmond.
That one tipped into the fire. Team Rosenthal climbs back within one. You know what I love about that Alicia Childress play? She goes for the ball, and she uses the correct hand.
Yes, that outside hand to bring it back into the court.
Too many young players use their dominant hand all the time. Now, if you're using your dominant hand all the time and your dominant hand is further away from the ball, what is the effect of that?
Well, first of all, you can get longer and extend further towards the ball if you're using that outside hand and bringing it back into the court.
All right, I like it. Team Edmond trying to extend in the first set. They lead by 2. We've hit the technical timeout of match 2. Thanks for being with us.
Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on ESPN is sponsored by Nike and by Aspiration, a global leader in financing climate impact.
I love capturing the little moments because you can just look back on it, and I have a horrible memory. So being able to look back on photos or videos is super fun for me. I got started in photography by my mom. She actually really likes photography and would always take my senior pictures and stuff like that. So that's how I got started. And I've just always been that friend that's like, can we take pictures now? If I wasn't a volleyball player, I would be a wedding photographer. And I actually just did my first wedding, and just being able to capture one of the most important days of people's lives is the best part, and it just made me so happy.
Admiring the work of Claire Chaussee, her team down 2 here in the first set, and you're admiring the volleyball work of Claire Chaussee, aren't you?
I am. The way she is so disciplined with her footwork. Look at her spotlighted there. She's your left front player for Team Rosenthal in purple. She plays defense, and then as soon as her team digs the ball, she works to get outside, puts herself in a position to score, and look at the range with what she hits that ball, like so sharp. Deja McClendon couldn't believe it.
All right, now ready for reception as we go to Key Michael, who's on the sidelines.
Well, I was really excited to see, first of all, that we have 4 different captains from 4 different positions. We already saw the libero, setter, face-off. Now we have the middle blocker and the outside hitter. So I first and foremost had to go to Jenna Rosenthal and say, what was your strategy? Yes, she got a big gun in Claire Chaussee, but immediately after that, she went and grabbed her setter in Alicia Childress. We know Natalia Valentina Anderson was stolen by the gold side, but she said, Alicia is such a stable setter. We need some stability to weather the storm as it can get pretty choppy out here at AU.
Key, and that's the thing, is you see picks, people are taking other people away as a defensive measure in some cases, and then I know in the middle of a draft too, sometimes there's a run on a position.
Yeah, and that's why I also find it fascinating that she actually waited until the 7th and 9th round to take her middles as a middle herself. And we saw in the last matchup how important the middles were. So I wonder if that might come back to bite her.
Oh, we'll see.
Talking about Rosenthal, of course.
So far, down 3 to a very powerful Team Edmond, but it has been a competitive first set. Kevin Barnett alongside Holly McPeak and Key Michael. Reed, oh, blocked one-on-one by Edmond.
We're talking about Leah Edmond's numbers offensively. She is second in kills, hitting 322, but it's what she does on the other side of the ball. She is way up and way over for the team in black and gold, Team Edmond.
Well, she came into the weekend with 13 stuffs at the net. It has been a complete performance. That's how you end up on top of the leaderboard. Efficiency and complete play.
And Team Edmond right now on a 7-1 run.
Chaussee trying to put an end to it, wide left. Make it 8-1. 18-13. Remember, the aggregate matters, so every point you score back in this first set, even if you don't win it and you're on Team Rosenthal, that matters in the overall. There are 60 points available, team win points, for the overall victory. We saw Team Hens close it out middle of the 3rd set because they had a big lead heading into that 3rd. Valentina Anderson with a right hand under the ball. Rosenthal right back. Valentina Anderson getting all she can handle on the right back.
Alicia Childress going to Jenna Rosenthal, and we talked about the size of Rosenthal. That creates a big window to set to. Childress really trying to push the tempo in transition to use Jenna Rosenthal.
Yeah, I know you have a second screen in your hand. Go to auprosports.com/membership and get a membership to the Unlimited Club. You can vote on game MVPs, enjoy virtual events, and contribute to the player bonus pool. You are directly supporting the league and the professional players you're watching and enjoying on Friday, Sunday, and Monday by going and becoming a member of the Unlimited Club. Something you should do.
Yeah, Tori Dixon, big block in the middle. She played her college volleyball at Minnesota, and she was an alternate for the 2016-2020 Olympic team.
Yeah, and it's interesting the way people talk about Olympians. As that ball tipped over by Saskia Hippa, people talk about an Olympic team and the Olympians as though those 12 people on the indoor side are the only people that made a contribution through 4 years.
Yeah.
It very much is not.
No,
in many cases, there are 40 people that have been in the gym, and there are at least 20 who really contribute to the 12.
There's a large talent pool, especially in our country.
Well, and tell me, you do a ton of college volleyball. What's been the arc of the game in the last 10 to 15 years?
Wow, that's a tough question. I mean, just the level of play, the parity across the country, high-level players coming out of high school and making an impact right away. The back row attack. I mean, there's so many different factors. The size and athleticism. It's been really fun to watch the sport grow.
Do you know who hates all that growth at about 3 in the morning when he pops awake?
Who?
Karch Karai.
Why?
Because he has so many hard decisions to make.
Yeah.
How do you pick amongst the incredible talent that is streaming into the national team gym?
It is not easy.
Oh, man. He's done it with success, winning the Olympic defending gold medalists who have now qualified for Paris. Both the men and the women are qualified for next summer's Olympic Games. Valentina Anderson overhead. That ball tip, Namaris is there. Dixon breaks out the pause. Chaussee takes another big cut. Rally the match. Oh, overhead set by the middle, by the captain. And it's good. Count the assist for Jenna Rosenthal in back set fashion.
Wow, well, Team Edmond had a really strong dig, and they didn't get a swing out of the opportunity. Velez Agosto keeps it alive. And here's the miscue, just timing-wise, for that back row attack. Look at Jenna Rosenthal back set to Claire Chaussee.
I love the attempted attack by Leah Edmond on that last ball. Once got a kill from my butt in the middle back against France.
Falling back?
No, sitting on the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Bang, bang play, sitting there, took a swing, hit the net, trickled over, crowd whistling and booing. The point for Team USA.
I love it.
Saskia Hippe from Berlin, Germany, one of the great cities in Europe right now. Think about Austin or Nashville in the United States. Berlin, so much the same vibe, and the vibe is good for Team Edmond with service there and an ace. Plus 12.
Saskia Hippe attacking that seam between two passers, and Claire Chaussee looked like she was thinking about hitting and might have bailed a little bit early.
For those young outside hitters, so much of the game keyed by their passing. At Chaussee again. Not a great pass. Can Team Edmond take advantage? Backslide. No. A shutdown block by Chaussee will give her more points on the leaderboard.
Watch this set going off 1 foot. Claire Chaussee, huge block on the left side for Team Rosenthal.
McClendon snaps it. Chaussee back again. Did she get hands, I believe, in the back row? Yes, indeed, right through Edmond. Rosenthal trying to add a few points back here at the end of this first set.
Every point counts.
We talked to Claire this afternoon for a little while. She said, yeah, when I'm getting targeted passing, I can get to you. No backspin, no topspin, kind of a floater. Why?
Just needs to have better contact on top of the ball, drive that down into the court.
A small rally by Team Rosenthal may not matter in terms of the set victory. It could very well matter when we get to the third. What you do in life echoes in eternity. I learned that from Russell Crowe. And what you do in set 1 echoes in set 3.
And Claire Chaussee, she comes in, her approach looks the same every time. And she's established the power, so now that little shot into the middle dropping. 4-point run. Right now, Team Rosenthal pushing to come back.
More work to do within 3. Another tough serve. McClendon tips. Oh, Alicia Childress has read that book before. Shelley Fanning in the middle, not yet. McClendon, another big swing, and that one goes off the block out of bounds. Team Edmond gets to a set point.
Finally stopping the bleeding because Team Rosenthal is making a big push.
Timeout called by Team Rosenthal. Team Edmond on the precipice of 40 team points and a lead in this 3-set matchup. Can Team Rosenthal complete the comeback? We'll find out. There are some positively beautiful scenics here in Arizona. This is our home for the next 5 weeks, or the total 5 weeks, 3 to go after this one. And the Arizona Sports and Entertainment Commission has been dedicated to attracting and championing events like ours. So the state of Arizona would love you to know that partnering with them is the smartest thing you can do for your event. If you go to azsportsent.com, you'll find a lot more information and some opportunities to come to a beautiful and scenic state.
I think that's Antelope Canyon, and I want to go.
All right, bucket list item for you. Leah Edmond has on her bucket list an AU championship.
She has come out strong, and we talked about her scoring. She's had a couple of missed connections trying to run that back row attack the last few plays, but she's already has 5 kills in 4 digs and a beautiful block stuff earlier in this set.
Been totally impressed with this 2023 Leah Edmond. Rededicated to professional volleyball as a career, no longer teaching, no longer putting together lesson plans. She is ready to be a professional full-time here in the United States. Athletes Unlimited has given her that shot, begun that journey for her. That ball is tipped over the top. Does the journey of set 1 end here? No, Namaris Velez-Agosto with the dig. Reed, another cutback, and right into our broadcast position.
Nice hands.
Game ball, Holly?
Yes, thank you. Good defensive stop by Team Rosenthal, and then Reed ricochets off Team Edmond. Here they come.
Excellent work done by Team Rosenthal, recapturing points. Tough serve, Benson, good pass. Overhead, Brown. Oh, soft slice out of bounds. Another one for the Grapes of Wrath.
That time Team Edmond had a good look at it. As Brown goes short tip right over the block, just wide.
3rd set point as Lindsay Stalzer is in for some blocking support in the left front. That one is long, so Team Edmond gets given a gift at the end, 25.
They are challenging.
22, at least right now. And we will see a captain's challenge instead of a clean ending to the first set.
I thought it might have tagged the back line.
All right, well, I'm going to have to write a new card if that's the case. We'll have to rescore this first set.
Let's see.
So each team gets 2 captain's challenges per set, and we'll give you, the fan, a look at it here. Holly McPeak. I think Key Michael is drinking Gatorade and going through the Nike shoe collection in the VIP room. Can she turn towards the TV? Can we get Key to watch the TV for a minute?
Hard to tell. Looked very close, but might have been out.
Yeah, this might be a perfect angle for it there. Ooh, did you see a little bit of black?
Long.
All right. Holly McPeak says it's long.
Yep.
That is how it was called off the right arm of Claire Chaussee. Interestingly enough, service errors, I looked at Claire Chaussee's numbers. She would be a captain were it not for the number of service errors. She has 13 service errors coming in and 2 aces. And she knew that. She said it had been talked about. Jenna Rosenthal had told her, you would have been in my chair if you didn't serve the ball out. But hey, don't lose your aggression. Their aggression at the end of that set paid off with a whole slew of points. They trailed by just 3, 25-22. The conclusion of set 1. If first set is any indication, we are in for some positively powerful volleyball. Join us for the second, won't you?
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels.
I used to go missing all the time. I let everyone down. I even let Shannon Sharp down.
Yeah, you let me down. They've been told how you feel yourself doesn't matter. That electrolytes are all the same. Then just like that, they're gone. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Could be the difference between dominating and disappearing. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
That's right. We are fans too.
25-22, Team Edmond with the victory in the first set. They carry a 3-point lead into the second. Let's go into the action with Air National Guard, and this is Kaz Brown.
Leah Edmond is a weapon. Yes! Way to be! Good touches, good touches. Good job, babe. Here we go. Point by point here. Let's go. Hey, but keep doing all the things we talked about, right? Energy and effort is there. So keep wearing them down on defense. Hey, foot on the gas, foot on the gas. Let's go. Yeah, come on, come on. Okay, we'll take it. Let's go, let's go.
I'll keep you off the net.
Yeah, it's good, it's good.
Kaz Brown, your team hype girl. Hype woman, excuse me.
Hype woman.
Yes, I love her energy.
I like her. We'll take it. It's not my best,
Yeah,
but
it was a little paintbrush kill.
I'll take it. I'll take it. So Team Edmond, 25-22. They had some work to do. Their captain taking some good cuts.
Well, we knew she would be a factor in this game. Big, heavy arm on that left side. But she can score from anywhere. Their swing on the right side had a bick down the middle from the back row, and then a little finesse shot drops. 5 kills, 4 days.
That'll get you off to a good start. More importantly, plus 14 points for Team Edmond. Remember how the scoring works. About 60% of your total points come from your team's success. On the other side, Claire Chaussee, expected to be the leading offensive force, the #1 draft pick for the league overall, and Team Rosenthal.
Claire Chaussee, we talked about her being a rookie, but she can score this ball. And for Team Rosenthal, we've seen some impressive transition swings and a big stop right there. Both sides of the ball scoring for Team Rosenthal.
Yeah, you said point scoring was going to play a huge role in that first set, which it did, but it played a huge role for Claire Chaussee and Team Rosenthal in a loss.
Yeah, well, they made a big push at the end. And that was where they needed to score some points, because we're going aggregate score, whoever has the most points at the end of 3 sets. So that was important for Team Rosenthal.
So they added some points here. First set in the book, second set on the way. Remember, we played 3 sets in total every time. Overall is awarded on the aggregate. So you're going to add all 3 of them up. And the overall score of, let's say, 75-58, something like that, will determine the 60 win points that are awarded for the team's success. 180 total team points available in any match. Ball tipped, redirected, picked up by Chaussee. Backslide, Brown. Deja McClendon couldn't quite get enough of it. And that ball is tipped to the floor. Chaussee using a little bit of finesse. Yeah, we have our chair chats. Get a chance to visit with a lot of players from each of the teams. What's up, Nia Parker-Robinson?
Hi, how are you?
We're very well over here. Looks like your side did some good work at the end of that set, even though it didn't result in a victory. What was it like in your huddle at the end where you guys did play some quality volleyball?
Yeah, we just reminded each other that at the end of the game, we play for points. So it might look like this set was coming to a close, but if any of those points we can rack up will really help us with the overall score at the end, because at the end of the day, it's about the total game.
Were there any adjustments you guys were going to try and make in the second set?
Yeah, I think we're going to adjust to picking up to more of their tips and getting high-quality contacts on those. Both teams seem to be tipping a lot more in these games than we're used to seeing. So if we can pick those up and turn them in transition, it'll really give us an extra edge.
Now, Nia, if you were, say, hosting a talk show, which you say you want to do, what would you ask Jenna Rosenthal about being a captain?
I would first make sure she feels comfortable, and then I would ask her how's it going and what was her thought process selecting her team.
Okay, all right. What do you think the thought process was? How would you analyze the identity of the Grapes of Wrath?
Yeah, I think we're a very analytical team and very balanced and very stable. We're going to bring the energy and all the skill sets, but we're also going to stay calm and not be so up and down as other teams. We want to stay consistent.
All right, you've had a myriad of both collegiate and pro experience, played at a couple different schools, and then had the opportunity to go over and play overseas. What's the thing you need on a team? What puts you at comfort to perform your best?
I need energy and I need my ride or dies. So like I have certain people on the court, after a point, we're locking eyes, we're embracing each other, we're hugging each other, we're just going for it.
All right, we're gonna let you go, but go lay a hug on who? Who are you gonna go hit right now?
Well, I think I would probably lay a heart on Deja over there. She's so sweet and amazing, and I would love to just play against her because it's good vibes.
All right, next time out, we'll be on the lookout for you, giving
Awesome.
energy.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Nia. Our team with some good energy to start here, 3-1, open set number 2, Holly McPhee. Claire Chauncey back to the line. Said, don't lose that aggression, even though had some errors. That was a really quick back close slide.
Yeah, almost like a back one, but it has to be high for Kaz Brown. Natalia Valentina Anderson pushing the pace. Wasn't a great connection, but it was high enough for Kaz Brown to drive down.
The middle and the way that it's attacked professionally, a little bit collegiately, has really started to change with a lot of the drift routes and people closing in different ways to the setter. That is a perfect dig. Was it saved inside the court? It was not. Not a lot to be done with that ball. And check on Alicia Childress.
Alicia Childress was trying to get out of the way right next to the referee stand. Not sure if she made contact.
Oh, there's a pretty good amount of patting over there. Try and keep players out of harm's way. Tip directly into the fire. Or the donut.
Shelly Fanny knowing what's open. We've seen a lot of tips go right over the block on the left pin, but they want to aim that more towards the middle, away from those perimeter defenders.
How about the inner tube?
The inner tube? We could do inner
Or
tube.
maybe the Apple building?
The what?
Apple corporate headquarters?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Saskia Hippa, not yet. Chauncey with the dig, +5 for her. Cruz with the kill, and she will add to her scored total. A kill is worth 8.
Saskia Hippa, the right back defender for Team Edmond, creeping up, but she's got a smaller blocker, and Natalia Valentina Anderson in front of her. She needs to stay back and play defense.
If you go to auprosports.com/fantasy, you can sign up for free and put your own team together. How would you draft? Well, you can answer that question. Tori Dixon with the kill.
Good feed to the middle by Natalia Valentina Anderson. She had a match earlier this season where she had 3 crucial aces in a row to fire her team up and go on a scoring run.
Valentina Anderson back to serve. That'll put Saskia Hippa in the front row. Give you an idea of what kind of a second week it was for Saskia Hippa. She may get a shot here. She does. Right-hand side. Puts it away down the line. Issuing a facial off the ground. Saskia Hippa in week number 1 had 321 points for the week. She had 803 week number 2.
I love her range. She really works with her feet to put herself in a position to go either way, cross court or down the line, but she showed great range down the line.
Battling opposites, both scoring, this time Mia Reed.
Mia Reed finding a seam between Edmond and Dixon of Team Edmond in black and gold.
Mia Reed hits a heavy ball.
She certainly does.
And what does that mean? When I say heavy ball, you know what I mean.
I do, like velocity, hand contact, power, pace behind that ball.
Watch the arm of Nia Reed. It's a very unique arm swing. She pulls her arm down, comes around a little bit later. The block has to be aware of that timing. Hippa tip shot again. Boy, the fire is a place that the women in purple need to jump.
Well, Ori Cruz ran all the way from left front to pick that ball up, but other teammates were on the floor and couldn't retrieve her contact.
Yeah, a lot of problems. The tip going down against Team Rosenthal, 6-6. That's going to be a little too far. Saved off the face of Dixon. Benson with the dig. McClendon with the opportunity, and she gets it. We have a +8 to 18.
Amanda Benson has been playing really strong defense. Look at her dig the heat out of the middle and set her team up for a transition point. We talked about transition kills and getting stops, and that's what Team Edmond did right there.
8 digs for Benson, to your point.
And quality digs, not just digs that are playable, but setting her team up to score.
Ari Cruz, one of the Olympians on the floor. Natalia Valentin-Anderson, another, as we look at Amanda Benson. Oregon in 2016, played in Germany, Switzerland, France. Champions in Switzerland in 21.
And writes poetry in her free time.
Yeah. I told her she needs to write a haiku and come read it live on air. She's into it. We'll see.
I love that.
Something esoteric. Something with a no ending.
Okay.
You know?
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Good challenge by you.
We had Amanda Benson's mom on week 1. That was fun. A lot of the parents getting a chance to spectate. A lot of folks with Arizona roots coming back here as a Wisconsinite gets that kill.
Jenna Rosenthal gets isolated one-on-one, and Deja McClendon was the only blocker trying to stop down Rosenthal on that right pin, who gets on top of that ball, driving it down middle.
And more importantly, look at that 33-30 as Valentin-Anderson forced to sprint. Team Edmond still up 3 in the overall. That one sneaking through underneath, Benson charging. Tight, Chaussee over the top and on the line.
There have been 6 ties already, back and forth. Claire Chaussee elevated. We've got a jump measure on her, and her highest jump has been 30 inches during this match. Average jump, 27.
Claire Chaussee, one of the high flyers. Played her collegiate ball at Louisville. Part of the rise of that program. Off the head of Shelly Fanning. Hippa, 1.5 blocks up. Dug by Cruz. No swing there. Dangerous play. Actually quite smart by Chaussee to stay out underneath the net.
I agree. You want to push the ball up to the net, but not that tight. Claire Chaussee can kill the ball from anywhere in that 3 meter.
Serving for Team Edmond, Saskia Hippa.
Hippa long. Our tightly contested second set continues. Kevin Barnett alongside Holly McPeak and Key Michael roaming the sidelines.
Team Edmond going to challenge that ball. Looked like that serve was close to touching that back line for an ace.
Well, you have those 2 captains' challenges per set. Chance to use them and a chance to listen to a little ABBA if you want.
I want.
Hitting Holly McPeak's sweet spot. Here we are.
Is.
Yeah. Thanks for being with us here on a Friday. We will be back with you once again, same 2 times, 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. on Sunday. And then we'll be back again on Monday night to conclude week 3 of Athletes Unlimited volleyball from here in Mesa, Arizona. Holly, what do you say?
Long.
Long.
Very close, but long.
Correctly called. So we will await the final decision, but that ball looks like it's long. And let's check in with Key Michael.
I've got Jenna. I had to grab her and ask. I'm looking at the blocks specifically because, you know, middle blockers.
Right.
The other team has 5. You have 2. What do you guys need to do differently to get a couple more?
I think it's all a matter. Oh, yeah, we got the point. I think it's all of a matter of really making sure we're intentional with our hand placement and we're able to be there on time. I mean, props to Natalia. She's putting her hitters in really good situations, but I think I'm really happy with the number of touches we're coming up with. like, blocking's not all about the boom boom down, but being able to turn a good point and run transition is also just as important.
Quote, it's not about the boom boom down. But what is the definition of your team? Was there something you were looking for when you were drafting these players?
I really wanted some mature players with a certain amount of stability in it. Good touch, sorry, I'm so excited. Who are able to overcome those bits of adversity. We had our troubles in the first set, but we really fought our way back, and I think that's a testament to the characteristics I was looking for in these girls.
Well, good luck, and thank you so much for jumping in on your 3-second rest.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That is now officially the tallest interview in Athletes Unlimited history. 12 feet 10 inches, the combined height of those middle blockers.
Wow.
How many middle blockers do you think he's going to interview throughout the entire
all
2
of
weeks?
them.
Yeah, that's a good guess. That ball is through Edmond. Good matchup there, one-on-one.
Yeah, Claire Chaussee on that right side beating Edmond, the two big point scorers for their respective teams facing off.
Amanda Benson directing here in the middle of your screen, directing the receive. Big gap to her left. That's because the ball was going to her right. Quick set to Ari Cruz, who gets just over the top of it.
Ari Cruz, number 24 in purple, able to swing out of trouble. Team Rosenthal was out of system, but good rip on that ball.
Hey, we know you're on social. Go to @AU Pro Sports and give them a follow. You'll find game highlights, fit checks, the hot seat, which is fun. Nia Reed's in the hot seat this last week, and a lot of behind-the-scenes action as Ari Cruz runs that one down. Chaussee can't get the third contact, though. So go to AU Pro Sports across any of your social media. You will find the league. You can follow all of the sports, not just volleyball. So something I noticed there, Cruz is going to get the ball. What didn't happen? Did you see the same thing I saw?
Well, the team needs to go with her. Help her get that ball over the net.
Overpass, opportunity, Team Edmond. Dixon, no! Ari Cruz, number 24, straight stuff. She gets the boom boom down.
Yes, she does. Ari Cruz, who played her college ball at Florida, one of the first three-time All-Americans there, shows you why, gets up, sets up that block, and is way over the net for Team Rosenthal in purple.
Team Rosenthal with the lead, trailing by 1 in the overall. Looking for it here, yes! Inside of the marked area, and we are tied at 36 all.
And it's been all about defensive stops. Rosenthal and Reed put up a huge block, slowing down Edmond on that left side.
A little sweet relief for Jenna Rosenthal there. She knew she didn't get all of it, but got just a little.
Just enough.
Just
enough to that corner.
Over the top, Lee Edmond.
In-system pass, which means the setter has all her options open, and she chooses her big gun, Leah Edmond.
Now serving, Maddie Valentine Anderson.
Outside, Cruz through the hands and down.
That's a smart swing, using that big block that was ready for that ball to go to the left side by just going flat and high.
With that, we are on to the technical timeout. Team Rosenthal and Jenna Rosenthal, and the strength of the captain's play. They lead by 3, and we're tied in the overall.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels.
I used to go missing all the time. I let everyone down. I even let Shannon Sharp down.
Yeah, you let me down. They've been told how you feel yourself doesn't matter. That electrolytes are all the same. Then just like that, they're gone. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Could be the difference between dominating and disappearing. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
Big block, Jenna Rosenthal.
Rosenthal. She has been power.
Jenna Rosenthal putting up a wall at 6'5".
Straight down, Rosenthal picks up another stop.
She's obviously got the height, but she's also got the technique. I mean, it is a lethal combo.
There's something really, really satisfying about knowing that you've read the opponent so well and that you're so ready and you've timed everything perfectly, you've timed your jump perfectly, and you're just able to surround. Like you can feel the shoulder roll to like engage your core and everything. And it's just so, I don't know, it's abundantly powerful, and sometimes I'm just as excited and surprised as everybody. I'm like, oh, we made it, you know, because it's all faded to muscle memory at this point, especially with the speed at which some of our setters are playing the game. You know, just the feeling of the hitter bringing her power, and you're just like, nope, not today.
I've never seen a player pick up a stuff block in an interview, but Jenna Rosenthal just did there. Pike over the top, core engaged.
She was showing you how. I love the fire and passion that she has, and we've seen her have a big effect on this game. She likes ruining people's dreams at the net. She's a blocker. Middle blockers love to do that, by the way, but she can also score and take care of any balls tight to the net.
I like that, Holly. She likes ruining people's dreams.
Yeah.
Just stop there.
Yeah, okay. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, blocking one of those things that can be worth more than 1 point.
Oh, yeah. You get in the opponent's head, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, obviously here, okay, it's worth 12 to your individual score, but the momentum, the carry, you even ask players who are offensive, which do you want more? Which do you feed off of more, a big kill or a big block?
Big block.
Big block.
Feels better.
It does feel good. And it feels good for Team Rosenthal here, I'm sure, in the second set to carry some of the momentum they had at the end of the first. They're tied in the overall 37 apiece, 15-12 here. Team Rosenthal with the lead. And Team Edmond trying to put an end to that. And Key Michael, no end to her wandering the arena. You found somebody special, didn't you?
Basketball player. What do you know? There's basketball players in the arena. Have you been watching Athletes Unlimited basketball side?
Yes, I have. I have quite a few friends that's played in the Athletes Unlimited basketball. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Who are your friends? Wait, I'm sure it's Tosh, Sydney. Name me a few.
Melissa Smith. You're catching me off guard, but definitely Tosh is my old teammate.
And if you were to potentially play in Athletes Unlimited, have you kind of wrapped your head around the score a little bit? Like, what do you like about it? What do you hate about it, if there's anything? You can say it.
No, there's nothing that I hate about it, but I think it's pretty unique that they have individual points for each player. So I think it's a pretty cool thing.
Well, we appreciate that you're here, and thanks so much for jumping on the broadcast with me.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Good to be a fan. And come and enjoy the volleyball here at Legacy Park. You need to come here and enjoy it yourself. auprosports.com/tickets. Come and say hi. We're here in the broadcast booth. We're practically in the stands. You can tell Holly if she got the call right or wrong.
Yes, please do.
Come and join us in Mesa, Arizona. You have 2 weeks after this one. You have Sunday and Monday to join us as well, as Sassi picks up the kill there, Saskia Hippa.
And so good at turning it down that line with a high contact point. That time gets a piece of the block. You got to be low and tight to try and stop that ball.
Still carrying the lead, 17-14 in the set, Team Rosenthal. Bad pass, a little bit off the net for Chaussee. McClendon, left side. And a net violation will give the point to Team Edmond.
Alicia Childress got a piece of the net trying to block that ball, and McClendon gets a dig for Team Edmond.
Alicia Glass Childress said her mentors are Karch Karai, Marv Dunphy, and Salima Rockwell. Salima, that is the best list you've ever been on. Former commentator here for Athletes Unlimited Volleyball, now head coach at Notre Dame. Oh, and Valentina Anderson, did she get under it? We might have a challenge, depending upon how this goes. Tight again, too tight. Chaussee poke deep, Edmond there with the D. Couple of mishandled opportunities. Getting just enough of it as Team Edmond for the point.
Watch the end of this rally. Very tight pass. Natalia Valentin Anderson able to get there and get the ball in a good position for Kaz Brown to score.
Off of that timeout called by Team Rosenthal as they now trail 41-39 in our overall score. You're watching that on the match score below. And they trail by 1 here in the second set. Edmond won the first 25-22. As Stephen Gabor talks to Leah Edmond. They have facilitators who help the captains with some of the administration, but everything is the captain's charge. I talked to Allie Linehan about being a captain. She said, yeah, that was not my jam.
Yeah, I could tell.
I
could
tell. You nailed it.
But Leah Edmond, I think she's enjoying being in charge. I saw her lose a set early last week, and the way she got her team back in the match was really impressive.
Speaking of impressive, Team Hentz with a sweep, and they not only win the match, take 180 team points, have a good statistical output for themselves, but they killed off a curse. Morgan Hentz, is it over? Can you go back to being orange, or do you have to stay Team Green? That's the question. We have Amanda Benson in the chair now. I thought I've got liberos everywhere. Amanda Benson, you're just giving you a break right now?
Yeah.
Timeout break for you?
A little timeout break, get some water. I've actually never sat in the chair chat, Kevin. This is my first time.
Yeah, it's tough to get you liberos in here because you guys are only off the court for a split second. What's going well for you guys? What do you want to improve on?
You know, I think we're just playing really steady. We don't get too high. We don't get too low. I think we have a really calm presence. I mean, we were down 3 points, and look at us. We're back within 1. So I just say, you know, we're calm and steady.
Have you started working on that poem that Kevin challenged you to do?
No, but maybe tonight.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, I got a blast.
Yeah, do it.
Bye.
All right, Amanda Benson back to the floor. Oh, no, not back to the floor. She was ready to sprint out there, forgetting that it's the rotation where Tori Dixon is back to serve. So the middle will serve and play left back.
I think she's just trying to get off the hot seat.
It's true. The hot seat, boy, if you go ahead and become a fan of AU Pro Sports, follow somewhere across social media, you will see the hot seat. I enjoyed Nia Reed talking about the hot seat. Big block there. Hippa next to Brown.
Kaz Brown getting out to her right, getting out Saskia Hippa, setting the block up on that right pin, and then Kaz Brown with the close and block on Claire Chaussee.
Outside, Chaussee up high and tips it down.
Little finesse shot, push down from Claire Chaussee. That's her 11th kill.
Team Rosenthal 18-17. Still trailing by 2 in that overall. Keep an eye on that score. Overpass kill. Alicia Childress, yes, thank you very much. Setters can get kills too. Team Rosenthal 19-17. AUProsports.com. Come on out and see the power in person, will you? AUProsports.com/tickets. Get your tickets today. Join us at Legacy Park in Mesa, Arizona. It's a good trip to make. Beautiful fall weather here. Come out and play a little pickleball out at Gilbert Regional Park. I might see you there. 18-19, Team Edmond coming back.
Saskia Hippa with her 6th kill.
Chaussee flying in. Hippa, perfect pass. Back row, was she over? Leah Edmond's toes were close. The referees say no call, 19 apiece.
Look at this defensive transition ball. Leah Edmond out of the back row, one-on-one. Beautiful body control, staying behind that 3-meter line.
Line serve, Chaussee scoops it. And then delivers the kill.
Late turn down the line by Claire Chaussee, changing things up offensively.
All right, look, if you come out here and experience the action in Mesa, you can get yourself some merch from the merch tent. You need to do that.
You
need to come out.
You definitely do. And we've got bobbleheads, too.
Yeah. Cards, bobbleheads, an opportunity to experience professional volleyball in the United States. And now we have an opportunity for a captain's challenge. Leah Edmond is looking for a touch at the net. Nothing called there. It would be Team Rosenthal 21-19.
But a good opportunity to slow things down if you're Team Edmond. I did not think there was a touch.
I didn't see one in real time.
The ball looked like it was a little bit low and dying to the antenna.
But nevertheless, it does slow things down. It's a de facto timeout.
And Team Edmond's 2 points down.
You see anything definitive there?
I do not.
I don't even see the ball spinning a lot.
No.
Which would indicate a touch. So Team Rosenthal with a little bit of a run here. They are within one of that overall score as we look at it again from behind. Ooh, what about the left hand?
Yeah, I did not see any finger movement.
Okay. You're listening to Holly McPeak, Olympian, medalist, expert in the game. Maybe you're becoming an expert at home with all these captain's challenges. I don't see any fingers getting bent back. I don't see the ball picking up a whole bunch of extra spin.
No.
Tough one. Remember, it has to be definitive proof, too. And you're looking at what our referees are looking at as well. So you're getting a good view. And we're getting indication now the call will stand.
And the call was no touch originally.
There you go.
The original call stands.
So play continues. 21-19. And if you come out, you too can wear this uniform. How's my fit?
You're very fit.
Medium?
It might be a little small.
Get yourself a medium or maybe a jersey that actually fits. That's entirely up to you. But you have an opportunity. They have some great merch out here now. That looks perfect.
Yeah, this works.
You planned that. Look at you. White shoes, black pants.
Color coordinated.
Yeah,
I think Amanda Benson would approve.
Yes. That's a good fit you have going there. All right, we're going to have another challenge. Our 2 challenges late in this second set. I want you to come out and have a good time here at Legacy Park. We hope you're having a good time picking apart these challenges. The old IBM You Make the Call here.
Leah Edmond coming out of the back row again.
Now, I thought she was over a few plays ago.
She's right on that line. I think she touched the line on that one.
Well, watch her left foot.
Yeah,
she
it
turns it sideways,
I
right?
know.
Here we go.
This is a great angle. Ooh.
Oh, way good. That's not even close in terms of volleyball. Moving on. Moving on.
Good discipline with her left foot to turn it like that.
And as a hitter, you'll get in a rhythm, too, where one time you're over, you'll be over again. Everything's done innately. Everything's done by, they talk about court awareness, your position awareness a lot in basketball and as it relates to the hoop. How close am I, how far am I without looking at it? Same thing here. As you start your approach, you're calculating how far away.
And now look, just a 1-point game.
McClendon to the line. She can really extend and hit that ball flat. Outside, Reed calling for it, gets it. The length of Nia Reed wins that point.
And Claire Chaussee in the right back position. Fantastic first contact to her setter, Alicia Childress.
This is where they got back a couple of points in that end of that first set. Team Rosenthal with Claire Chaussee at the line. Ari Cruz up front with Nia Reed and Shelly Fanning. They could run a few here and run it out. They only need 3 to win this set, and if they were to run it out here, they would carry the overall lead into the third as well. We're going to get a very competitive third set here. Is it an ace? No. Saved. Another stop. What a grab. Cruz inside, Benson with the dig. Chaussee out of the back row, that's a winner. Dynamic volleyball for 1 point.
Incredible. I thought Team Edmond made some really strong defensive touches. Deja McClendon had a chase that saved that for sure ace to start that whole point.
Team Rosenthal forced to fight for it, and they are successful, 23-20. Chaussee backspin. Whew. A heater, but it's long. Called, overruled from the chair, so that ball now in. Will we see a challenge?
Katie Myers, the up referee, calling that in. She saw it in.
We know Petey's watching. He's going to analyze this one.
This is a bomb. Can't touch this.
Oh, that ball hit so quickly and perfect pace going away from our position. Yeah, Leah Edmond saw the ball initially called out on the back line by our line judge and then overruled. Oh, that's in.
Yep, way in.
Yeah. Correctly done. So this captain's challenge, I believe, is going to fail, and that would put us to Team Edmond picking up the point, and indeed that is confirmed. Leah Edmond wonders why we're even here.
Yes, she does.
(23-21). Big side out here for Rosenthal. They trail by 1 in the overall. Trying to close this set out. Rai Santos into serve. Middle, Fanning, crossbody. And we are to a set point for Team Rosenthal.
How about that? Shelly Fanning from Alicia Childress, quick attack in the middle. Beautiful crossbody swing.
Where's the number 97? Because she was born in 97. Looking for the set. The captain finishes it with defense at the net.
And she shuts down Leah Edmond on that big swing, and Rosenthal able to steal set 2.
Not only steal set 2, but get the overall.
Big stop. We talked about stops and transition swings, and look at the celebration there. What a way to end that second set.
Nicole Edelman-Cagliari into it from the bench. Team Rosenthal closes it 25-21. So we will head to the third with a 47-46 advantage for the women in purple. It's anyone's 100 points coming up in the third. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on ESPN is sponsored by Nike and by Aspiration, a global leader in financing climate impact.
Alicia Childress starting off the Purple Fury tonight. That's not our name. We're the Grapes of Wrath. Yes, Grapes of Wrath. I'm the captain of this ship. Yeah! At some point, if Leah starts going off, we might think about like some traps with her. Yeah. Because I feel like if it gets tight, they're just gonna keep feeding her. Boom! Chest bomb! Oh, I just gotta sit down for a second.
Kayla Caffey's caffeine starting to wear off from this afternoon.
Yeah, she just spent a lot of energy. She had some good fire, some good advice for her captain.
Now you know what it's like to be on the team with Kayla Caffey. All right, for every ace during this year's Athletes Unlimited volleyball season, Aspiration is committed to planting 10 trees. Heading into this week, we planted 700 in total. We put more in the ground today thanks to the Aspiration Aces program. Are we going to put any more in the ground here in this third set? That's the question, Holly.
Well, I hope so. We've seen some good ones. I mean, service pressure is such an important part of scoring at this high level, and we've seen, I believe, 5 already. Childress tags the back line. And another. More trees, please.
We have Key Michael. It's our huddle spy. What'd you find, Key?
Well, I was accused earlier of only speaking to middle blockers, so I made a point to go and talk to the setters. I asked Alicia, hey, what was different about that second set for you? And she said the quality of the touch. First set we were digging, but better control was happening that second set around. And the other thing, then I went over to Rai Santos on the other side, and she said pretty much the same thing, that the purple side was controlling their serve, giving themselves more opportunities. I mean, the setter's brain is just always working second level, I have to say.
So beyond that, Key, you as a middle blocker and what you've seen in this match, what do you think decides set 3?
Well, it's always going to start with serving. First and foremost, get the other team off the net, and that's what gold was doing in the first set. Purple was doing better in the second.
All right. Key Michael, keep a close eye there. Kaz Brown gets the first kill of this third set. Here's what you're watching. You're watching the overall score for 60 total team points. That's at the bottom. Currently tied, 47. If we're tied at the end of that, we'll have a golden set. We'll talk about it if we get there. You're also watching the score of the set itself because that's 40 points. There are 100 total points available in this set, and that's 100 team points. So each individual adds 100 to their score in our overall leaderboard. Those are hugely important points. Everyone trying to finish higher on that leaderboard right now as that ball is way long, no touch. Point, Team Edmond. And the points for those set victories and the overall go into the leaderboard. As you see it right now, it updates live. They go in there right away. We've already gone 40 one way, 40 the other, splitting the first 2 sets.
And you see Morgan Hintz at the top of the leaderboard right now.
McClendon to the line. That one right back into Chaussey's elbow.
Team Edmond knew exactly where that ball was going. Leah Edmond and Kaz Brown all over it, knowing that ball was going to go to Claire Chaussey, and she had nowhere to go.
Service being run by Namaris Velez-Agosto on the right. Ari Cruz, an experienced receiver as well, trying to pinch Claire Chaussey. That ball mishandled, saved. Fast to the outside, off the block, and here.
Oh,
here you go,
thank
Holly.
you, thank you.
Twice. It's a lot of action here in the booth.
I know, 2 already.
You get a +5 for a dig or anything?
You should.
I got 10 points
You
right now.
should.
Put me on the leaderboard.
Yes.
At the very, very bottom. 4-0, Team Edmond. What an open to set number 3, zapping any momentum that Team Rosenthal was carrying. And now they lead 50-47 in the overall. Leah Edmond doing work. It's back. It seems like we were just here.
This is what every player dreams of.
Welcome back to Athletes Unlimited Volleyball.
Now the best players in the world are able to compete here on domestic soil.
Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. It's back.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels.
I used to go missing all the time. I let everyone down. I even let Shannon Sharp down.
Yeah, you let me down. They've been told how you feel yourself doesn't matter. That electrolytes are all the same. Then just like that, they're gone. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Could be the difference between dominating and disappearing. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
Volleyball allowed me to be myself. Like, I can be very aggressive and sassy, and you know, some sports, especially contact sports, were not the thing for me in terms of that, but having a net in between it and being able to take my anger out on a ball makes things a lot better. But just being able to play a sport that is so individualized, of you get to play your type of volleyball. There isn't a specific way to play volleyball. Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, and volleyball really plays into what those are. And so it's just a joy to be able to play a sport that really lets me be myself.
Team Edmond with a 4-0 open. Kaz Brown in the block of Team Edmond feeling good.
Well, she's got 6 kill and 3 blocks. She just had a big one on Claire Chaussee. But she has a big presence at the net, both sides of the ball. And she hasn't had a fantastic connection, but she's been able to get those balls to drop in the middle of the court.
Kaz Brown comes from a volleyball family. Younger sister Keisha plays at New Mexico State. And fun fact, born in Mesa, Arizona. From Iowa, but born right here. All right, Deja McClendon out of the timeout for Team Rosenthal. Looking to go up 5-0. Book it. Let's check in with Key with more on Kaz.
Well, speaking of Kaz, she also hosts a podcast called The Players Circle, where she chats to all-stars, Olympians. She spoke to Miami Heat Bam Adebayo, Jamal Murray of the Nuggets. They played together at Kentucky. And I asked her, hey, do you just love making content? She said, yeah, I prefer long-form content. I said, but are you coming for our job? Maybe I'm coming for Kevin. Tell him I'm coming for his job.
Love it.
All right. Well, I could take a set off. We could just have her, instead of star in the stands, it could be star in the booth. Yeah. Chaussee, good pass there. And delivery to Caffey.
And we finally get to see Kayla Caffey in the middle, number 28. We heard her mic'd up, but she is an undersized middle, but dynamic. She helped Texas Longhorns win the national championship just last year.
Well, Kayla Caffey helped 3 different schools, Missouri, Nebraska, and Texas.
Correct, but in terms of winning a national championship, just Texas.
Yeah, but what I found remarkable, there are lots of players that play for 3 schools. There are almost none that get degrees at all of them. Furthering her studies, that block out of bounds.
And she's got 3 degrees.
All right, 5-3 Team Edmond. Chaussee, here's that rotation. Tough one to Benson. Opportunity. Can they convert? Yes, they can. Ari squeezes it through the hand.
Well, Team Rosenthal working that mismatch at the net. Ori Cruz attacking the smaller blocker, Natalia Valentin Anderson, the setter for Team Edmond.
If you were with us earlier, our match ended 75-55, a clean sweep for Team Hens, 180 team points for them. Team Hilly was on the losing side of that. Here, so much to be decided in this set as that ball sails long. And Team Edmond will be up for the moment, 6-3. Here, the first set was Team Edmond, 25-22, but Rosenthal with a little bit of grinding and groveling came back in that set at the end to close it within 3, and then Rosenthal 25-21 in that second. That ball thrown way wide.
Looked like Kayla Caffey was trying to throw it off the big hands of Tori Dixon on Team Edmond, the middle blocker.
Remember, we'll be back with you here, ESPN Plus, 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, and then our second match at 9:30 Eastern is going to be on ESPNU. Get your Sunday night plan for you. Deja McClendon, another nice defensive effort. Edmond, who's been kind of quiet for a few swings here. See if she makes some noise here. Not yet. Over, pass, good night.
Team Rosenthal had some good digs, but could not get a transition set, and that one went over. You see Ari Cruz trying to push that ball up to the net, but it goes to the wrong side. Leah Edmond finally able to terminate.
All right. Our crew on top of it there in the control center. ESPNU for both games on Sunday. Making it easy on you, folks. Tune in and enjoy top-level volleyball. Look at McClendon, Valentine Anderson. Getting the save. Can they get an opportunity? It doesn't matter. Edmond, huge left hand.
Huge extended awning by Leah Edmond. She is up, over, and there is nowhere to go. Look how far over the net Leah Edmond is. She wants it.
And the celebration to match. Soft slice.
Little slice, but right into that middle of the court. Off speed. Someone's got to pick that up, one of the wing defenders.
Ari Cruz just keeps on going. She says, look, I think a couple more years, and then I'm going to start an academy, and I'm going to coach. And then I talked to her a year later. I think a couple more years, and then I'm going to start an academy.
Hey, you and I both know play as long as you can, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep it going. Team Edmond, a commanding 6-point advantage. Valentine Anderson, super flat. Chaussee steps in and then steps back, then to the 4 with the kill.
Claire Chaussee, so strong out of the back row. First she passes and then gets ready to attack this ball. That time, wrist away to that right back corner.
Overhead, Edmond, right side this time, dug up. Block. Tori Dixon gets all of it.
Tori Dixon knows that ball in transition is going to that left side, and she is huge defensively for Team Edmond.
She's seen that movie before.
She has seen it and knows what to do with it.
Rosenthal, high heat coming at Amanda Benson.
Amanda Benson there, frustrated with herself. She's got to overhand dig that ball, that one coming hard at her head. I know it's not a lot of time to react.
Now you have your helmet on down there when you're facing a backslide. 11-6, Team Edmond. Off the block, out of bounds. Team Edmond still doubling up, and they're looking pretty good. Aaron Fairs, what kind of script did you have written for this third set? Did it look like you guys up 12-6?
I think so. I think that our communication is just crazy right now, and when we're clicking on all cylinders, we can't be stopped.
Any secrets to stopping Claire Chaussee?
Listen, she's going to get her points, you know, but I think that you know, getting her strong point, like her strong swing is cross, and, you know, kind of managing that and making her, you know, broadening her range is definitely helping us right now.
You're a little bit the connector here in your playing career. Tell me about being a part of AU and getting to experience a whole new group of people this year.
Oh, I love it. I love it, especially with recruiting these girls. I just think that, like, every year the talent has gotten better and better, and I think that you can tell even when somebody's not having their best night, a quick sub and somebody's doing just as well. So I just think that the league is just getting better and the margins are getting smaller.
I'm seeing you on breaks and timeouts, giving a lot of feedback to your team and teammates. Do you have a future in coaching?
I do. I love the kids. I'm not going to lie. I love to coach. I usually like the older kids. I like to sharpen people's skills and mindset. As you get older, it's not just about, you know, the bang-bang plays. It's just becoming a full all-around player.
Well, we need mentors like you helping our youth learn the right way.
Yes.
You've had a lot of growth personally in the last couple of years. You're now PEC member.
Yes.
What have you assessed for yourself is different now that you're on the PEC?
I just put, you know, I have my standards. I have my standards at a higher standard. I just think I love to help people. I love to, the things that I've experienced, be able to help the next person. And I think that's kind of got me in this role of leadership. I think I just take pride in, like, making everybody around me better.
How's your pickleball game?
Great. I just got into it recently, and I'm kind of obsessed.
Yeah, it's a home for volleyball players. Gilbert State Park. I'll see you there.
All right.
All right, Aaron Ferris, thanks.
Thank you.
Aaron Ferris, member of the Player Executive Committee, who is putting together everything you see here. They have final say. A truly athlete-driven league as Team Edmond is trying to drive a third-set victory here in an overall win, 100 points. Hanging in the balance here in this third.
Natalia Valentin Anderson really battling at the net. That was kind of a set push over the net for the kill.
Deja McClendon stays at the line. The lead is 5. The lead in the overall is 4. Remember, they came in trailing 1, 47-46. McClendon takes her time and delivers a strike. There's the overhand dig for Benson. A little bit more heat that time from Nia Reed. That is a hard-hitting front row for Team Rosenthal.
It certainly is, and Alicia Childress using both her pins, finally ending with the matchup she wants. Smallest blocker on the court, Natalia Valentin Anderson on the right side, and Reed has the advantage there.
Chaussee, 146 jumps in this match. Doing some work. This is their point scoring opportunity, this rotation. Stalzer, who's in the match, tips it into the hands and out.
Beautiful transition play by Team Rosenthal, and it started with a dig from Claire Chaussee. You see middle back, and then Childress gets the ball, fastball to Stalzer on the left, working through the block of Team Edmond.
Lindsay Stalzer in her third year in Athletes Unlimited. Another tough serve. Off the face. Kayla Caffey still good, did not touch the ceiling. And then a weird jump on the left-hand side. And some moments of concern for Leah Edmond. Playing perhaps the best professional volleyball of her career to this point in Athletes Unlimited. The trainer right out to take a look. And so we look back, and sometimes you just get a weird step or your foot contacts the surface a little too soon.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a little left ankle gave out on her. Watch Leah Edmond. Yeah, that left ankle rolls.
Looked to me like it caught early.
Yeah.
So it's going to be your final step is that left foot. And I think probably more fright from her.
Thank goodness.
Than anything, and she's back up.
And she's got those active ankle protection on, so hopefully that saved her as well.
Yeah, those lace-ups on there. Do you serve her?
Probably.
How about you go right back and set her? Reed throws it through. Right side, through the block and down, Saskia Hippa. Look at our top four, hence still top of the table, but Edmond going to overtake that spot if they win this set.
Well, it looks like it, and Chassé climbing up the board as well.
Yeah, a lot to be decided in terms of top four right now with 100 points still hanging in the balance. Tip, popped up, kept alive. That was a very nice scoop and another misconnection on the left-hand side. Not quite certain what happened there.
Yeah, it looked like Edmond was expecting a different set, but setter and hitter communicate. Leah Edmond had come inside for something else, and they communicated that afterwards.
Yeah, we've seen that little X1 inside have some success a couple times. Kind of an audible situation. Hippa, nice high heat to Childress.
Saskia Hippa on fire from the right back, that D ball in the back row. She's been impressive, back-to-back points for her.
Saskia picks up her 9th kill. Very efficient performance too, right around 350.
And when you can score like that out of the back row, that's a huge asset for your team.
Stalzer sees that one ride up. Cuts it inside, Edmond is there. Straight down block by Rosenthal. Oh my. There's the boom boom down.
The boom boom down, I love it. I'll tell you, Team Rosenthal knows that ball's going out. Look at them get outside, watch. Rosenthal is early to take a step, and Nia Reed sets that block perfectly. Huge press for Team Rosenthal.
That's going to be a stuff for Nia Reed and an assist to Rosenthal. And that's going to be another kill for Edmond, who puts a souvenir into the bleachers.
And shows she can score from anywhere. I mean, Team Rosenthal, they know she's going to get the ball, so they're leaning that direction, trying to stop her, and she's still able to score.
Edmond to the back row. She'll remain a threat there. Working on Stalzer. Chassé says, I'll hit that. One-on-one, Tori Dixon with the block.
How about Tori Dixon? What a stop for Team Edmond at the net. Claire Chassé has been so good out of the back row. Obviously, they're out of system, hurried, but Tori Dixon reads that ball all the way, solo block to the back line.
Short serve, Rosenthal pops it up. No! Point Edmond again. They're streaking.
Yeah, oh, I like that short serve to the middle blocker, disrupting the offense and making Rosenthal pass. But does Team Rosenthal need a timeout or what?
I think they do. Call a challenge, do something to slow down the momentum here. 19-14, Edmond getting away. They are up 65-61 in the overall. Right now, 100 points will go to the side of the women in black and gold. Rosenthal backslide, stopped, covered by Reed. Stalzer just through. Blocked again. Dixon picks up more points.
I love watching Tori Dixon work along the net. She has such a strong defensive presence and is really disciplined with her hands over the net.
There's the late timeout from Team Rosenthal, now trailing 20-14.
4 blocks for Dixon.
2 of them coming in the last few points. Oh, we've got a timeout on the floor. That gives us a chance to dig into our Topps cards. They unveiled the first ever player trading cards that feature all 4 Athletes Unlimited Sports combined in one set. Have you not opened a set of cards before over here, Holly?
I guess I haven't.
Attacking those
Let's
things.
see who we have.
Yeah, let's see
Should
here.
we play?
I went lacrosse.
Ooh, I got Veronica
softball.
Stone.
I got a Jamie Peterson.
Ooh, I got
Thank
a
you.
Danny Drews.
Madison Vilnius.
Okay.
Oh, Lexi Brown. I like a Lexi Brown. Ooh, that's a special card, too.
Ooh.
I got the special. Not the Craggle. I got the special.
Okay. I'm keeping my volleyball ones. Veronica Stone, Danny Drews.
I'm going to put this with my bobblehead.
You should.
That's
on your
gonna go
wall,
with my
maybe,
bobblehead.
or
Yep.
in your office.
My Morgan Hintz shrine.
Okay,
I'm
yes.
working on that
Yes.
now, yes.
I have one, too.
Yes. Well, I mean, everyone should. Odyssey Sims from Hoops.
Yeah.
Cassidy Lickman, who is now director of
yeah.
volleyball. Intro hype. I mean, I just want to get hyped.
Right?
Pick up that card.
That'll do it.
And Aaron Ferris, who we just talked to.
I love it.
There we go. That's a pretty good
stuff.
pack I picked up
Yeah,
there. Yeah. So definitely get your cards. A 200-card set features 185 athletes. Look, you can get the whole thing. It's available at Target, Barnes & Noble, hobby shops, and through Topps.com, as well as Fanatics.com. And they're everywhere. Get yourself a set. Get all the stars. That was fun. I'm going to see if I can get Cass Lickman to sign mine.
Yeah, I think she's here.
What's going to happen here? Write me a prescription here.
Okay.
Dr. McPeak.
Okay. Dr. McPeak, I like that.
What does Rosenthal have to do?
Well, he has information for us, and then I'll answer that question.
Oh, I see. You're hiring a consultant. Are
well,
you billing me further?
I might piggyback what she said.
I'm going to get both of these bills.
Yes.
Great.
Yes,
Nurse
you will.
Michael, can you please bill me for this consultation?
Well,
Physician's assistant Michael.
I got the prescription for you right here. It's Tori Dixon for Team Gold in the blocks. I asked her about those 2 big stuff blocks she just got. She said, well, I got a bit lucky. They were both out of system, but I was focusing exactly like you said, Holly, on just getting my arms straight over and not getting tooled. So I just wanted to go back to earlier when you asked me what the key to this match was going to be, and I said serving. I want to change my answer to blocking. Is that fair?
No, you're not allowed to change your
After
answer.
the fact? Who
Yeah.
gets to change it after the fact?
We're all perfect in hindsight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You get negative points for changing your answer.
Yeah, you used to be winning 1-0, now it's 1s.
You're going down the leaderboard there, Key Michael. Trying to go up the leaderboard is Claire Chaussee and trying to get her team back in this set. They trail by 4. She's off the block and out. She's hit a number of them off the block and out that left side.
Yeah, she's using that outside hand, going cross body. And we talked about at the beginning of this match, stops. Who's going to get transition kills and stops with their defense?
Saskia Hippa through the block. That ball tipped deep, run down. Hippa once again. Way under it. That'll have to go over. Blast from Rosenthal. Valentine Anderson with it. What a poke to the left front. Rally of the match. How's your cardio? Rosenthal finishes it. Transform fist.
Wow, that was big. Dixon doing defensive work laterally along the net for Team Edmond, but one popped right on top of the net for Captain Rosenthal to clean up. Look at that ball. Nobody there.
Easy pickings for number 16. So Ari Cruz at the line, Chaussee, front row, along with the front row setter. So it's Rosenthal, Chaussee, and Childress. Childress with the dig. She'll scoop it to the law firm of Namaras, Velez, and Augusto, and it's a block for Dixon once again. Key Michael gets no credit.
Right? I mean, she is putting on a blocking exhibition, number 23 for Team Edmond, and Leah Edmond urging her team to push and finish this game. She does not want to let Team Rosenthal back in this.
Yeah, is she making a move here, number 23, for MVP points? Timely blocking from Tori Dixon. Hippa throws it, kept alive by Cruz. Hippa, better opportunity here. Trying to cut it through the hands, got it.
Jenna Rosenthal admits to her team she got a piece of that. Up referee Katie Myers all over that.
Oh, she's been all over it tonight. Katie Myers calling herself a stellar match. Dixon remains at the line. Short. Nearly an ace, overpass instead. Fed into the middle, and that one finds Chaussee.
Tori Dixon's had a huge impact, especially in this third set for Team Edmond. Blocking, you just saw a short serve, allowing Team Edmond to get the free ball and transition it.
Well, if you're in the Unlimited Club, you can put your vote in for Tori Dixon for MVP. It doesn't have to be a whole match necessarily. You're making big plays at the right moment. That's MVP material. Outside, Chaussee over the top. What an athletic swing.
And Alicia Childress getting her out there with some pace, so she's got a seam to work with. Team Edmond's been getting some really nice defensive touches at the net with their block.
Dixon will go out, but she has 4 kills, 5 blocks, and 3 assists. Rosenthal, her side needs points, and they need them now. McClendon through the block, winner, and we are at the end of this set.
And Deja McClendon with her best kill of the night when Team Edmond needed it.
Overall score 70-65, so that's a difference of 5 points. Team Rosenthal would have to score a ton of points right here. Chance to close for Edmond, 100 points. Pretty good bump set. Tipped and a winner. Second chance to close.
Team Rosenthal out of system, but Claire Chaussee finds a way. Just little short shot over the middle of the block.
So there's still potentially 5 points on the board here to get even for Team Rosenthal. They could come back, trailing by just 4 in the overall for another 100 points. Where do you go? The captain. Missed it.
Natalia Valentine Anderson trying to go to her captain. That one goes long by Leah Edmond.
The Rosenthal rally again. We saw this in the first. The journey is still long. Childress picks up the dump. McClendon off the antenna. The rally continues.
Wow, Rosenthal making a big push right now.
Within 2.
Deja McClendon trying to turn it down the line. She's got a huge block defending her. Catches the antenna.
They convened a huddle, did Team Edmond. Where do you go now? Your captain's in the back row. You tried the dump. Tried outside. The veteran Saskia Hippa finishes it.
Saskia Hippa out of the back row, that D-ball. She has been a huge factor as well offensively in this third set.
71-68 will be the final. It won't really tell the story of the grit and determination of Team Rosenthal. They nearly came back. 25-21 the final in that third set. And Saskia Hippa with the win.
Yeah, between Tori Dixon and Saskia Hippa's offense, they were huge factors for Team Edmond in black and gold.
So 100 team points in that set one for the overall victory as well as the set victory. 140 team points for Team Edmond as they pick up the overall win. 40 team points for Team Rosenthal for their set victory in set number 2. All right, Key Michael, you might have picked up some MVP material post-match here.
Well, middles for MVP, I think is going to be my slogan this season. But Tori Dixon, you made a run for it. 5 blocks, 4 of them in the last set alone. What were you doing up there?
We made a lot of adjustments. They were doing a lot of good things. And I think going into the third set when we struggled a little bit, we just decided to make some defensive adjustments and worked out well. So happy about it.
What was kind of the strategy going against this team? Because obviously they had the #1 pick in Chaussee. She's been crushing it. What were you doing specifically against her to kind of get her out of the offense?
Yeah, we knew she liked that sharp cross, so we were just trying to dive back into that cross court, and we knew that one of her highest efficiencies is her back row attack, so we had to be aware of wherever she was, everywhere she went. So
that's a great point. Just be everywhere at all times. That's a middle.
Follow her. That's as simple as it gets.
Middle blockers, we're just everywhere to everyone. Well, last question. What is the kind of definition of your team? If you were to kind of give one word for what we can look out for the next games, what would it be?
I think gritty. I think we had a few tight little matches and a lot of long rallies, but we were just like, it might not be pretty, but we were going to pursue every ball and try to turn it. So, yeah.
And as someone who has a lot of experience, you've been with Team USA, you're one of the veterans of the team. We're not going to use the word old, we're going to use the word experienced.
I'm the oldest medal here, so that's scary.
I feel you, Anya. I was right there with you a couple years ago. But what are you giving to your younger players?
Yeah, I think just confidence, hyping them up. Like, they're going to take the big swings and the rips and just giving them the confidence and freedom to do so. And just being like, it's okay if you mess up and, 1 point at a time.
Thanks, Tori. Middles for MVP, don't forget.
Well, Tori Dixon, she knew her assignment and understood it well, and she was the difference in that third set.
Timely plays make a huge difference on your side.
Especially defensive stops. I mean, those just crush any momentum on the other side of the net, and that's what happened.
As impactful as a middle can be, Tori Dixon, outstanding. Listen, we're going to plan your Sunday for you. We'll be back 7 Eastern on ESPNU. Team Rosenthal versus Team Hentz. So we want you to be back for that one. Then it'll be Team Hilly versus Team Edmond in the 9:30 Eastern time slot, also on ESPNU. Sunday's games, it's about the midpoint of the season. So Team Edmond defeats Team Rosenthal 71-68. 15 kills for Leah Edmond, 11 for Saskia Hippa. Claire Chaussee picks up 19 kills in a losing effort for Team Rosenthal. It was Hentz and Edmond on the evening. Don't forget, we'll be back on Sunday. With Key Michael and Holly McPeak. I'm Kevin Barnett. We had a great night here in Mesa. Come and join us again on Sunday night. Congratulations to Team Edmond and Tori Dixon.